Good morning, everyone. All right, so today we're going to go over the box and whiskers plot lesson. I hope everyone's doing okay with our other jobs for this week. Again, they're meant to be more of a review to really help solidify some foundational skills, a lot of rounding, a lot of math facts, just to really practice all of those different skills that we don't always get a lot of time to really practice thoroughly. We're going to use a lot of this time for that. So one of the big things that you're supposed to learn in sixth grade is something called a box and whisker plot. It does come up in seventh grade and in eighth grade. A lot of different types of graphs in sixth grade. So in the beginning of the year, we worked with histograms and bar graphs and Venn diagrams, coordinate planes, all these different types of graphing. So this is just a different type, and it's based in our quartiles lesson from last week. So if you have quartiles down, this is just an added piece to that. So that's really a cool part. So what you'll notice is that there's only 3 problems for this. And the reason is because there's so many different parts to finding or to making a box and whisker plot. And I wanted to keep it really simple so that you could really practice that and just get used to it first. Because I know it's a lot and it's very different from doing it at school. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through the very first problem together. And then I'm going to tell you how to modify the second one, just in case it's a little too much or you're getting confused or anything like that, okay? All right, so here we go. Share my screen. All righty, so here we have our box and whisker plot practice sheet. Sorry, I got distracted by the annotation things. I finally got this really cool tablet thing. I don't really know. People use it usually for art, but it's gonna help me be able to actually write on these things because it was such a pain. So that'll be very helpful. So when we're looking up here at problem number 1, what you'll see is that they've actually already put the numbers up here in order for you from least to greatest. So your first step's actually already done. Now the 2 new things here are the minimum and the maximum numbers. And what's really nice is that that's actually really straightforward. The minimum number is just the lowest number. So that's at 3. So you would just put a 3 right here. And then the maximum number is just the highest number. And that's going to be 21. This is so much easier. I'm really happy with this, except for how I drew this line up here on accident. Whatever. All right. So now we're going to go back and we're going to do our 3 quartiles, which if you remember, those are the medians. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the median of all the numbers. So start from the outside, move in, and our middle number is going to be this 12 right here. So we're going to write that right here for quartile 2 is going to be a 12. It's going to be 12. Then if you remember, we go for the quartile 3, it's on the higher end, and quartile 1's on the lower end. So down here, 8 is the number that's in the middle, so we're going to put that in quartile 1. And then on the higher end, 17 is on the quartile 3 on that higher end. So we're right 17 right there. Okay, so that's all the math part of it. The rest of this is just going to be actual graphing. Okay? So what's kind of funny is box and whiskers plots literally look like boxes and they have whiskers coming off of them. And what this does is it helps show data in 4 equal parts. Okay, they're not always going to look exactly equal, but they're based in being equal. Okay, 25%. Each piece is 25% of the whole. So they sometimes look a little funky, like one section will be so much bigger, but it really only represents 25%. So it's just a different way of representing numbers, okay? So the way we're gonna do this is it looks kind of funky and we're gonna just try it this way. So the minimum and the maximum are gonna be the ends um, of our whiskers. So I'm going to just draw solid square boxes above those numbers. So let's see, we're going to go like right here. I'm going to draw a box and I'm going to make it solid above the 3. And then we're going to come over above the 21 and do the same thing. And that just shows you that that's as low or high as the numbers go in the data set. So that's why I'm starting there. Now with the 3 quartiles, you're gonna draw vertical lines, a vertical line above each of those numbers, and that's gonna kind of help create our box. So I'll show you. So starting with 12, since that's quartile 2, and I like to start from the middle, it helps in my opinion. We're gonna draw a line right above that. Then we're gonna draw a line right above 17, and then right above 8. So you have your 3 lines here, okay? Then for the box, you're just gonna connect the lines from the quartiles only, okay? That's where you're gonna get your box of the box and whiskers. So we're gonna come up here and it's literally, you're just gonna, oops, if I can do it right. Whoop. And boop. So there's your boxes. And then to create your whiskers, you're just gonna add them onto the edge here. So kind of like actual whiskers, like this and like this. Sorry, my lines are not straight. I mean, this is a lot easier, but this is pretty hard. Okay, so what you see here is you have a box and whisker plot. So you have, here you have the minimum over here. This is your minimum. And here's your maximum number. That's as high as the number goes in the data set, and this is low as they go. They're not going to be lower than that, and they're not going to be higher, okay? And then here you've listed your quartiles. Remember quartiles, okay? Quart means 4. You've broken it up into 4 pieces. You have, I'm going to change my color here. You have a 4th here. You have a 4th here, a 4th here, and a 4th here. So that's really what it means to be broken up into 4 different parts, okay? So that's where you're getting quartiles. You're breaking it up into fourths, okay? 4 equal parts. So I'm gonna take those away for you so you can just see the answer, okay? Now, for the second problem down here, for problem number 2, something that you can do is when you do this problem, you're going to end up with finding the median. The quartile number 3 is going to be directly in the middle, which is really nice. But then you're going to end up with 4 numbers on either side. If you need to modify that by taking a number off, totally fine. You can do that. Okay. Do what you need to in order to modify it. If you don't want to add extra steps or anything like that. The big thing I want you to practice this week is definitely like, finding the median of the median and all of that, finding the quartiles, but really focusing on just drawing the actual box plot itself. So if you need to make changes for that to happen, that is totally fine. I have no problem with that. I hope you guys know at this point, especially like my students, you should know at this point that I am very flexible with these kinds of things in the classroom, especially right now. So, just try it, see what you think. All right, there's only going to be 2 problems you can do on your own. Again, they're already ordered least to greatest for you, which is really nice. So just pay attention, rewatch this step by step, and you've totally got this. And then outside of that, for the rest of this week, you just have some review stuff. So I'm going to stop sharing this. You just have some review work which is really nice. So that'll give you some time to really practice some extra skills and things like that. We will have a Zoom meeting today at 10:30, today Tuesday, and on Thursday at 10:30. So a lot of you were asking to do it twice um, during the week because you just really want to see each other and things like that, which I have zero problems with. So I will see you later today. Ask me any questions you need. Google Classroom has been hugely helpful with that. So just let me know, and I am here to help. And yeah, so have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you guys later, and have a great day.